Welcome kitchen table wizards, welcome deck brewers. Today we are going to battle it out between giants and all sorceries. Now the giant deck is a white and red control deck playing Bone Crusher Giant with Stomp of course, and Realm Cloak Giant and some mass removal. Then we have the All Sorcery deck. The deck consists of two sort of cards, lands and sorceries, and of course it's built around collective conjuring. You exile the 6 top cards of your library, you may cast up to 2 sorcery cards with converted mana cost 3 or less without paying their mana cost, and that's why we are playing Crashing Footfalls, because if you hit it with a collective conjuring, you get 2 4/4 green rhino creature tokens with trample.
Oh yeah.
And of course we also play a package around Burning Wish, getting sorceries from our sideboard. Now are you ready to see those two great decks battle it out? Well, I am ready. Let's head into the games.
Fight!
Welcome to the match. The Collected Conjuring, the All Sorcery deck, won the die roll, or what we do is rock, paper, scissors. And so, as we explained, the deck is playing against giants. We started up with a tapped land. The giant deck has a very slow start with mass removal spells, some big creatures. And you're going to start up with a land that gives us some life, so 21-20. Slow start for both decks. Collected Conjuring has some lands and also a double cast and another land, so it's land go, and it's a scry land now and another land to the bottom. Plenty of lands here, another life gain land for the giant deck. And the giant deck plays it smart because they keep their mass removal spells. They have 2 of them now. They keep them in hand and they're going to wait until the other deck is casting something. Even the Bone Crusher Giant stays in the hands. And we're going to see a Ravenous Giant hit the battlefield.
Yeah, baby!
It's a 5/5 that does 1 damage, but now a big play from Collected Conjuring, because we start with a double cast and then followed up with a Collected Conjuring. So that means we're going to play Collected Conjuring twice, look at the top 6 cards, and we cast a sorcery with 3 or less for free twice. So Crashing Footfalls is the card we wanted to find, and also Call of the Herd. So we have 2 rhinos and an elephant against 1 giant. So then we do the double cast, it triggers again, this time a little bit less spectacular. Pieces of the Puzzle is the obvious choice, and also the Burning Wish. So first Pieces of the Puzzle, look at the top 5 cards. We take 2 sorceries, it's an Arc Lightning, and the second card is an Invade the City. And then this goes into our hands, and then we also have a Burning Wish that resolves. And I think we're going to look for an answer for the 5/5 giant, maybe in the form of roast. It's going to be a roast that we're going to take, and this comes into our hand. And meanwhile, we already have 5 sorceries in our hand for Invade the City. Another tap land. We forgot the life gain here, but we're going to add it a little bit later. But then 4 damage to all creatures, so bye bye rhinos, bye bye elephants. And it's back to square one for the all sorcery player. And another land played. Now we'll see what we're going to do. There's a roast that we can play. So we play the roast, kill the giant. Burning Wish proven to be very useful once more. And we play another double cast and another invade the city. And that means we are going to get a very, very big zombie to appear. A very, very, very big zombie. Because we will amass twice on the zombie army. So actually it's going to be a very big 13 zombie that's going to appear. And a lot of sorceries in our graveyard. So back to the giant player, we of course see that the giant player has another mass removal spell. Destroy all creatures if a player has a strength 4 or more, draw a card, and we draw another invade the city, and there's another double cast in our hand now as well. So we're going to start with a search for tomorrow. This comes into play tapped, I believe, but that really doesn't matter. Another amass the city and another 9/9 zombie. So back to square one. Another land, and that's good for the giant player because giants need land to cast their big spells. And in this case we also need a blocker. And here is a blocker. It's a 5/5 with vigilance. And now we're going to see how this gets played out. Because the double cast could work. Take the damage. No blocks. And then we play a regrowth on a collected conjuring. And then a double cast. And then a collected conjuring. So a double collected conjuring again.
Oh yeah.
Not a great one. Of course, last card was Crashing Footfalls. That's the one we're looking for. There we go. And then the second collective conjuring, what do we get? Howl from the Horde and another land card. Another card that searches for the lands. Here are the rhinos back onto the battlefield. And then because of the double cast, we are going to do that twice. And the second one is with the lands, but we already attacked, so we're going to get 3 lands that are coming into the battlefield tapped, because for the search for tomorrow. So what a great turn of collected conjuring. 2 rhinos and 3 lands we got out of our double casted collective conjuring. And back to the giant player now. Now, of course, the big board developing and no mass removal spells anymore. So that means the giant player is looking for an answer. The 7th land has entered the battlefield. So that means the big giant can get monstrous. What is going to happen? Let's see. 2 giants, Ravenous Giant and also a Bone Crusher Giant hit the battlefield. And that means a double block could work. Attack with Vigilance. That's a very aggressive line, but the sorcery player blocks with 2 rhinos and 1 will die. So now probably start with the pieces of the puzzle. What's in store for Rise from the Tides? Unbelievable. We are going to see a lot of zombies enter the battlefield because we still have mana open for that. 6 mana cost, Rise over the Tides, it's zombie time. So there are a lot of zombies coming onto the battlefield. I don't think we have enough tokens, so let's do it with a die. We have 20 zombies. And then an arc lightning on the Ravenous Giant. So already 1 damage and 2 on the player. And then attack with the Rhino and the 9/9 zombie army. And what's going to happen? A block with only the Bone Crusher Giant, so the Giant player doesn't take the bait, saving his Ravenous Giant, and the Bone Crusher bites the dust. Now, a Labyrinth of Skophos is the draw, and it's a good solution for the big zombie army.
Yay!
And what's even more interesting is the big giant that's coming up now. 2 damage to all non-giants, and all the zombies that just arrived, they go back to the graveyard. What a play, what a play, what a match. Big turns from the old sorcery deck and great follow-ups from the giant deck. 7-15 in favor of the all sorcery deck, and the giant player now looking what's going to happen. 1 damage, of course, and that's the 1 damage from the Ravenous Giant. And pass the turn from the Giants back to the all sorceries. Let's see what's going to happen. A lot of mana and another invade the city, and that will be a firebolt with flashback on the Thundercloud Shaman. And then 3 mana invades the city, hits the battlefield for a lot of creatures, a lot of tokens. So we're going to add an extra die to the cards, and this is going to be a 31 zombie, and it's 4 damage from the Rhino, and the Ravenous Giant blocked, but oh, there's a cast off. There is a cast off. The answer has fallen, and a cast off will destroy all non-giants. Unbelievable draw. Cast off. Boom! Bye bye tokens. Bye bye big zombie army. See you later. We had a little bit of problem with the camera, but the sorcery player just played another Frontier Bivouac, and it's back to the giant player now. And of course, a 7/7 Realm Cloak Giant is what we are going to see appear on the battlefield. There we go, and also a Boros Garrison taking back a life gain land. Very good play. Another land for the sorcery player, and is this going to be the turn around? Because the Realm Cloak Giant hits hard, and then with the Vanquisher's banner it's a 2-turn clock. So another life gained. What a match, what a match. First let's search for another land with the Traveler's Amulet. And then we are going to see what the play will be. Unbelievable, unbelievable match. First match we ever record, and what a match. Here is the Vanquisher's banner coming. So all giants gain +1/+1, and every giant spell that is cast or every giant that enters the battlefield draws an extra card. But there is the collective conjuring, and what is going to happen? I already see a snake. Crashing footfalls. Another crashing footfalls! 4/4/4 trample rhinos. This is probably going to be the end of the game. Oh my god, oh my goodness. What is happening? Swings back and forth. And now it's the giant player with his foot on the brake, searching for an answer. It's not there, just a land. It's going to be game over.
Game over.
What an amazing draw from the collected conjuring. What an amazing draw. 16 trampling power on the battlefield. And it's attack and game over. What a game. What a game. What a first game. Yes, the Labyrinth can still block one guy, but it will be game over.